6:13, and we're rolling through this Tuesday morning across the valley. A couple of showers or maybe a storm in spots today, but I think overall rain chances going down compared to yesterday. Not as many areas seeing rain. Highs could easily be back in the 90s with a little extra sunshine today. Areas that stayed cooler yesterday because of the clouds and rain will be likely in the 90s today. Small chances of rain return really each day. I think rain chances are even lower tomorrow, but kind of hang on the low side, maybe around 20% each afternoon, Thursday or so through the weekend. Now, first 1-5 Doppler network to dry across the valley. Bigger rain is to the northeast of us. A lot of rain in the northwestern Gulf. This is with a weak area of disturbed weather in the tropics, not developing into a tropical depression. It has a very small chance of developing before it moves inland later today and tomorrow morning. But this will affect mainly southeast Texas. In fact, if you look at what we have here, 30% chance of development by the National Hurricane Center. This is, put the 5-day number on, but really you have about the next 2 days. So kind of just look at that part of the graphic. But a couple of showers and storms possible here, but the big rain again going to the north with the center of that disturbance moving northwest into southeast Texas. In fact, future track rainfall amounts, if you look at the projected model rainfall amounts, has a good bit of rain. If you are driving up across southeast Texas the next couple of days, notice how especially on Wednesday the rainfall totals add up, showing these yellowish and orange shadings indicate several inches of rain. It shows about 2 inches of rain in Houston by tomorrow morning, but even more than that. Notice the rainfall totals through midnight Thursday, meaning all the way through Tuesday and Wednesday, add up to more than 5 inches. Some of these colors here near the coast and areas north of the coastal bend start to add up into several more inches than that. So it could be some flooding and some very heavy rain across southeast Texas, but it looks like we're escaping really any significant rainfall here in terms of any tropical moisture coming our way. So temperatures this morning are in the 70s valley-wide. Today, looking for temperatures to bounce back into the 90s. As we heat up, though, there's still enough moisture. There could be a couple showers or storms, but I think less than yesterday. Highs in the 90s and areas in Starr County even in the upper 90s this afternoon. And then by 7 p.m., mainly dry and near 90 degrees. And Future Track does show some rain today. It doesn't show a lot of rain. If you look at the model run here, it shows hardly anything, just little spots of showers and maybe a weak thunderstorm this afternoon and evening, and then tonight mainly dry conditions. Tomorrow, again, with that disturbance to the north, the airflow around it here for us is mainly coming from the northwest and keeping us a bit drier. So Wednesday it's going to be hard to get much rain going. Some sunshine, temperatures in the 90s and hot conditions. So highs today, 90s around the area, near 97 in Rio Grande City, 93 in Harlingen. A few showers or a storm in spots, and most areas, though, probably dry today. And the first 1-5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. When we wind down the final week of summer here, all the way through the weekend, highs stay in the 90s, lows in the mid to upper 70s. It might actually get a little hotter at night the next few nights, but warm all over, you could say. But a couple of spots of showers around each day, probably at about 20 to 30% chance for rain today, a little lower tomorrow, than hovering around 20% or so each afternoon through the weekend. Maybe a daytime shower or weak thunderstorm with a sea breeze or daytime heating. But fall begins next Monday. No fall temperatures coming yet, though. It looks pretty warm in your first 1-5 forecast here on Channel 5 News this morning.